From the mighty pyramids to the intricate hieroglyphs that adorn temple walls, the ancient civilization of Egypt has captivated people for thousands of years. And while the pharaohs are often the focus of our fascination, the queens of Egypt played a vital role in shaping this extraordinary culture. The queens of Egypt were often as complex, intriguing, and enigmatic as the land they ruled. So join us as we journey back through time to uncover the fascinating stories and hidden mysteries of the queens of Egypt. Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut was one of the most successful pharaohs of ancient Egypt and is notable for taking on the role of a pharaoh, despite being a woman. She ruled Egypt during the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt. At the age of 21, Hatshepsut became the first female pharaoh to rule in the history of Egypt. She was the daughter of Pharaoh Thutmose I and the wife of Thutmose II, with whom she had a daughter. Thutmose II had a son by his second wife. When Thutmose II died, Hatshepsut took on the role of regent to her stepson, Thutmose III, which was an unprecedented move. This marked the beginning of a new era in which a female pharaoh ruled Egypt. Initially, Hatshepsut ruled on behalf of her stepson, but she later assumed the position of supreme ruler of Egypt. However, this did not sit well with the conservative priests of the god Amun. Consequently, Hatshepsut had to exert all her efforts to demonstrate her abilities. During her reign, Egypt experienced a period of peace and prosperity, and Hatshepsut was renowned for her wise governance and efficient administration. Her reign is often considered the golden age of ancient Egypt. Hatshepsut's most significant architectural achievement was the temple at Deir el-Bahari, a tribute to her life and work. This monument was constructed over a period of 15 years and is considered the pinnacle of her dynasty's architectural prowess. Deir el-Bahari is a temple complex located in western Thebes, on the banks of the Nile River, in modern-day Luxor. The temple complex at Deir el-Bahari consists of three main structures: the mortuary temple of Hatshepsut, the temple of Mentuhotep II, and the Lord Temple. The mortuary temple of Hatshepsut is the most well-known and impressive of the three, featuring three colonnaded terraces that ascend up a steep cliff face. The temple's architecture is a fusion of traditional Egyptian design and more innovative features, such as the use of ramps instead of stairs to reach the upper levels. The walls of the temple are adorned with elaborate reliefs depicting scenes from Hatshepsut's life and reign, as well as important religious and mythological events. In addition to its impressive architecture and artwork, Deir el-Bahari is significant for its historical and cultural importance. The temple was dedicated to the god Amun, and it served as a place for worship and offerings. It also served as a mortuary temple, where Hatshepsut's mummified body would have been housed after her death. There is some mystery and controversy surrounding the image of Hatshepsut, particularly the way she was depicted in art and statuary during her reign. Hatshepsut was often depicted as a male pharaoh, wearing the traditional pharaonic beard and headdress. This has led some scholars to speculate that she was trying to hide her gender or assert her authority as a female ruler in a male-dominated society. Studies of Hatshepsut's mummy indicate that she died of disease between the ages of 40 and 50. After her death, Hatshepsut's nephew, Thutmose III, who had become an adult by then, erased much of her legacy from Egyptian history. He destroyed many of her statues and monuments and tried to remove her name from official records. As a result, Much of Hatshepsut's story was lost to history until modern times. Nefertiti. Nefertiti was an ancient Egyptian queen who lived during the 14th century BC and was the wife of the pharaoh Akhenaten. Nefertiti was known for her beauty, and her name means the beautiful one has come. She was often depicted in art with a distinctive, elongated neck and wearing an elaborate headdress. Nefertiti was 15 years old when she married the 16-year-old Amenhotep IV. During his reign, Amenhotep was the founder of a new monotheistic religion worshipping the sun god Aten. He changed his name to Akhenaten, and Amarna became his new capital. Nefertiti is believed to have played a significant role in promoting and spreading the new religion. Akhenaten and Nefertiti ruled during the richest period in ancient Egyptian history. Egyptian art also reached new heights during this period. Despite her accomplishments during her reign, Nefertiti was much hated because of her active involvement in government. During her husband's reign, Nefertiti held a position of significant power and influence. She was often depicted alongside Akhenaten, and some scholars believe that she may have acted as a co-regent, helping to rule Egypt alongside her husband. Despite her power and influence, Nefertiti's reign was relatively short-lived. Akhenaten died around 1336 BC, and it is unclear what happened to Nefertiti after his death. Some scholars believe that she may have briefly ruled Egypt as a pharaoh in her own right, while others speculate that she may have died or been exiled. Nefertiti's tomb has never been found, leading to much speculation and mystery surrounding her final resting place. Some have suggested that her tomb may be located in the Valley of the Kings, while others believe that it may be hidden in a less well-known location. Nefertiti was a powerful and influential queen who played an important role in the development of ancient Egypt's religion and culture. Her beauty and mystery have made her a popular figure in modern times, inspiring countless works of art and literature. Nefertari. Nefertari was an ancient Egyptian queen who lived during the 13th century BC and was the wife of the pharaoh Ramesses II. She was one of Ramesses II's most beloved wives, and was often referred to as his great royal wife and Lady of Grace. Ramesses II even dedicated a temple to her in Abu Simbel, which is considered one of the most beautiful and elaborate temples in all of ancient Egypt. Nefertari was known for her beauty, and is often depicted in art wearing elaborate jewelry and headdresses. She was also known for her intelligence and political savvy, and played an important role in the royal court, helping to advise her husband and make important decisions. Nefertari was a patron of the arts, and is believed to have commissioned several beautiful works of art and architecture during her lifetime. In addition to the temple at Abu Simbel, she is also believed to have commissioned several beautiful tombs and temples in the Valley of the Queens. Nefertari was the mother of several of Ramesses II's children, including his heir, Amenhotep, and his daughter, Meridament. Despite her many accomplishments, Nefertari's reign was relatively short-lived. She died around 1255 BC and was buried in a beautiful tomb in the Valley of the Queens. Her tomb is considered one of the most beautiful and elaborate tombs in all of ancient Egypt, and is decorated with stunning wall paintings and hieroglyphs. Cleopatra. Cleopatra VII, also known as Cleopatra Philopator, was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, and is perhaps the most famous of all the Egyptian queens. Cleopatra was born in 69 BC in Alexandria, Egypt. She was the daughter of Ptolemy the Twelfth and a member of the Ptolemaic dynasty, which ruled Egypt for over 300 years. Cleopatra was known for her beauty, intelligence, and charisma. She spoke several languages, including Greek, Latin, and Egyptian, and was highly educated in a variety of subjects, including philosophy, literature, and mathematics. Cleopatra first came to power in 51 BC when she was just 18 years old. She ruled Egypt alongside her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII, but soon the two are involved in a bitter power struggle. Under Cleopatra, Egypt was the richest country in the Mediterranean. Cleopatra built their stable economy and used trade with neighboring countries to strengthen her country's status as a world power. Cleopatra is perhaps best known for her relationship with the Roman general Julius Caesar. In 48 BC, she famously smuggled herself into Caesar's chambers in a rolled-up carpet, and the two soon became lovers. Together, they had a son named Caesarion. After Caesar's assassination in 44 BC, Cleopatra aligned herself with the Roman general Mark Antony. However, their relationship soon became entangled in the complex politics of the Roman Empire, and they were eventually defeated by the forces of Octavian, who later became the Emperor Augustus. Cleopatra died in 30 BC, possibly by suicide. According to legend, she allowed herself to be bitten by an asp, an act that has been immortalized in countless works of art and literature. As we have seen, the queens of Egypt were not simply consorts or ornaments to the powerful pharaohs, but were often accomplished rulers in their own right. Through their reigns, they shaped the culture, politics, and history of ancient Egypt, leaving behind legacies that continue to fascinate and inspire us today. And while their stories are often shrouded in mystery and legend, their impact on Egypt and the world cannot be denied. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more captivating content.